for the gearheads at Alto Music, we would like to know what are some of your jungle rot tools? What are your weapons of choice?
I use right now. I switched to PV. I'm using a 6505 plus. I've never used PV before. I've used Mesa my whole career, and I blew my Mesa last year on that tour, the Acacia Strain and Dying Fetus tour, and I actually bought the head off Acacia Strain. They had it for a backup, and I needed one, and I bought the damn thing, and I can't believe how it sounds, man. I'm sold on it, and I use ESP. They've always endorsed me. I like ESP guitars, Baritone. I use a Baritone 27-inch scale neck, and I love them. That's what we tune to be. It keeps the tuning very sharp, and that's the key to it, man. Noise gate. I'm a plug-and-play guy. I just noise gate, plug in and go.
Yeah, so you don't need like a Tom Morello-like effects board. You don't need too many effects, just big, fat, loud, and nasty.
Yeah, that's what it is, man.
Now, being both the vocalist and the guitar player, do you have to, because I've actually mentioned this with Dave from Revocation, do you have your the body of your guitar adjusted? Like, do you have to have a certain type of guitar to be able to sing and play guitar?
No, I can play with anything. I think at my age right now, I just look for more of a lighter guitar.
Okay.
I mean, over the years of playing, I got 20 years of touring now. I kind of built the saddle, if that makes sense, from holding that guitar on your neck for so long, on your shoulder. You kind of get that little wear there. So I used to use heavier ones. Now I always try to find a lighter one, so it's kind of, you don't even know it's there.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wonder
that's why I went to the V's. The V's are always lighter.
Oh, really?
I like the V's for that reason. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Alexi Leho actually uses the V also because of the position that he plays in and stuff like that.
I could play pretty much on anything.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it doesn't.
It's set up like we like it. It's got to be a baritone.
Yeah.
I mean, we use very heavy gauge strings, like 68 gauge strings. It's pretty crazy, but when you get it set up the way you want, you can do anything.
Exactly. And I mean, mentioning the lighter guitars, like I wonder how Jimmy Page is not like permanently loud.
I used to play Les Pauls back in the day, man, and that was a thing back when we started, and they're heavy as hell, man. They're like 3 times the weight of a guitar.
Exactly.
But I built in a lot of guitars. No, man, over the years you'll build in a little saddle from that strap holding there, man. You get a little stress there,
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you could tell, like, if somebody's a guitar player just by looking at their shoulders, if one is a little lower than the other.
True. Very true.
Now, in terms of your amps, because when I hear jungle rot, it really has like a real thrashy sound to it. I mean, do you have to have the distortion up in a certain way? You said you have really no effects, right?
No, I set it pretty sneaky. I crank the mids all the way up. I take the trebles all the way off, and I crank the bass all the way up, and I put the presence on probably 2, and I put the preamp on 6, and I put the gang about 4.
That explains why after your set I could barely hear for the rest of the night.
Yeah, I mean, when we were young, a lot of people, I don't know if you remember in your cars, man, they used to do the V with the EQs. Remember the EQ days? Everyone would take the mids out. We're just the opposite. We'd be set like this. We'd be the mids all the way.
I'm a millennial. I don't remember those days.
But yeah, man, we're all about mids, man. We crank the mids all the way up, and that's what gives you that chainsaw cut through, penetrating the brain thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wow. So I would say out of all the people we've interviewed about gear so far, you had like the very simple one, which goes to show that it's more about the technique and what you play than.
Absolutely.
Exactly.